Do I look like I've been crying?
No. So we should include that.
I actually need some serotonin, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is our first podcast.
Yeah.
Call ourselves.
Actually, we've already recorded this.
Yeah, but
we're gonna be full and honest here and
Yeah,
open. We have recorded it.
But the microphone was actually a situation. I actually liked the podcast that we first recorded, but the microphone situation was not it.
No, it wasn't good quality.
This is like really good. This is actually.
This is a bit extra when your friend takes it too far.
Even if this is just like good for mom and dad to watch, I love it.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Like, or even if this helps like one person out of Lucan, get out of Lucan because they want to follow their dreams.
Yeah, do it.
Go girl or boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are we? We called ourselves the Serotonin Sisters.
Even though it mightn't seem like it right now.
Right now.
But
I'm actually lacking in that department.
when we first got here, we were like in the whole mindset of like.
But even before we got here.
Yeah.
We
Like
were
leading up to it. We were
manifestors.
manifesting everything. That word is a bit controversial, but anyway.
No, it's true.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
it's
you
true.
don't need to be like to anything. But anyway, yeah, we were manifesting it. We were like so focused, so
Aligned
to get to Bali.
To
And
get where
we
you
got
wanted.
here. So we want to share with you how we got here. We want to share with you why we
Like,
got here.
This podcast is literally just about helping people break through any limiting beliefs that they have, whether it's for like a career change, a life change, like taking up something new that scares them, like anything really.
Like, so many people settle like into like things because society tells them to, or all their friends are doing it, or that's what their parents want for them. But not, like, people always forget to question like
Why they're
is
doing something.
this is what I actually want, you know?
Like you just go along with like the crowd, I guess.
Yeah, and like from kind of day one, 19 years old, that's what I didn't do, and like I actually end up what I would say in a good place right now. So
Yeah, you went against the grain always.
that's great, and then
it had like an effect on me.
Yeah, obviously.
You know, eventually, it only took like 20 years, but you know.
Yeah, and also you've been in both situations where you've gone with the grain and now you're going against it, and obviously one is
And when I went with the grain, I was more,
unhappy.
yeah, like I wasn't unhappy as such, but I just wasn't living in line with my values, I guess. I was living in line with like maybe not offense, but like my parents' values.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
offense.
Hi, Mom, Dad. But obviously they're just going in what they learned off their parents and society,
that generation.
and you know what I mean. So like they're like still in the mindset of like tattoos, but like, well, Mom's
Yeah,
more
don't get a
open to
tattoo
them
now somewhere where you
Don't
want
get
to
a tattoo
be
now
seen.
because you might not get a job. It's like, I actually don't want to work for anyone else. Thank you.
I don't work ever. I just want to sit down every day.
Yeah. Or like for when you get married, it's like, actually, I don't think I'm even gonna get married anymore. Like, you know, we can question all these beliefs now because it's 21st century and we see other people doing it. And I think the best way to do something is to find someone who's already done it and then use them as inspiration.
So like we also want to be like that inspiration for other people as well, like no matter what it is, and show people that it's possible to
because we're just
create
two
their
normal
life.
people from like, so many times people look at bloggers and like, oh yeah, but they had blah blah blah, or they did da 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 da. Like, we're just two normal people like
from Dublin,
like
just wanted to start a podcast one day because we're like used to be like, I still do listen to them but not as much. We used to be obsessed with listening to them, like reading every day, like going out on our walks in the Phoenix Park,
meditating, like
discussing like what books we read and everything, and like
we still
yeah
are deep inside, like that's still
that is
in
us,
us, but it's like we're just like more distracted by like external things, especially in Bali. Like, it's so easy to go out all the time, or like, you know, train a lot, or like get caught up with other things, but at the same time those other things are still so good for us as well, you know. Like, they're not like, it's not like, well, we were partying and stuff because we were at one stage. You just go through different stages, but
you've also like moved your
that's
whole
also
life.
still comes like the reading, the manifesting also is like still part of us. It's just
it's rising to the surface again though.
yeah,
like,
God.
so
Yeah.
so how did we get here?
took a plane from Dublin
Took a
to
plane. So how does it feel?
Dubai
Yeah.
to Jakarta, quarantine Jakarta for 5 days, and then Jakarta to Bali, and here we are 10 months later.
And why do we say
Still
Bali?
living.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I never intended to be here this long though. Like, I was like, right, 6 months max. Like,
Really?
my visa is 6 months, and then the more you're here, like, a lot of shit comes up. I feel like when you move to any country, like, this is what you don't hear about. You literally moved your whole life, and like, then if you feel a bit bad, you're like, then feel guilty.
Yeah, because you shouldn't.
Because
like that,
you feel like you should be appreciating your life so much.
Or Paris.
Yeah, I mean Paris. But that's like what they don't tell you. But it's normal to feel.
Yeah, but I always say, I feel like when you come to Bali, and I'm sure it's in other parts of the world as well, like, because society's not 9 to 5 and you're not like running on a hamster wheel all day, like scheduled times, you've more time to think to yourself, so you've more time to allow like emotions to come up. Also, like, that's why there's a lot of like more successful people out here as well, is because like people have more time to think, they have more time to think outside the box, you're inspired by people around you, like
You're not just exposed, and I'm not like dissing the like 9 to 5 jobs or anything, but like, you're not just exposed to like, okay, when you finish college you can work in a bank, become a nurse, become a scientist. Like, there's so much more opportunities available to you that you recognize like when you travel.
Yeah, but and then there's also so much more time to yourself, which makes a lot of, like, if you're been running from like problems or, you know, distracting yourself, sometimes it can easier come up out here, or I'm sure like in anywhere.
Probably like in lockdown for
in
people
lockdown,
as well.
that's happened to people in lockdown as well.
It's gonna get censored now because you mentioned the word lockdown.
Well, hopefully not. But yeah, so yeah, we just like, why did we choose Bali? Because we wanted to originally go to Australia.
This is in 2020.
2020.
And we were
I had
like,
just gone through like a breakup at the time. November, I think it was. And I was like, right, being dramatic, I'm leaving. And I was like, love to go to Australia. I always wanted to go, but obviously I was in a relationship. Like, when you're in a relationship, you have the needs of the other person in the back of your mind as well. So then when I broke up, obviously it was sad, but it was also almost freeing because I could make the choice for myself now. And traveling was something I always wanted to do, put behind, because
And you always put people before yourself, like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something you're working on, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that to diss you or anything at all.
I agree. It's not the worst trait to have either,
No,
but it can
100%.
just be like detrimental on you eventually, on myself eventually.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then we decided to go. Obviously Australia was locked down
Till April 22, and we were like, that is ages away, but now that's next month. I can't believe it.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
And then we were like, right, let's go to Bali. So then what plans did we put in place to get there?
We just like, we're researching into it. People that we followed at the time were here, which we're now friends with. And then we made vision boards at the start of January 2021. We literally made, so we had our own vision board together, like, which was just life, and then we made a separate Bali vision board with like
the Ubud swing,
which we did, like the exact flight date that we put on it was the exact date that we flew on, but not the same airline or anything, but
what's it, our visa, pictures, our visa,
yeah,
like, photoshopped stuff onto them with our own name, like, we literally went into detail because, like,
it just helped us visualize
it more real for us, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I was still in college at the time. I was in my 3rd year of bioscience or whatever. Love it. But then I knew I didn't want to pursue that as a career, so I was like so happy that I only had like 5 months left when like we fully set it in stone, and then just did college online, graduated in May. 3 days later I was on a plane to Bali, and honestly it was the best thing I ever did. So if anybody's thinking about doing it, do it
and go.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to make that decision.
Yeah, like I had a business at home, like a successful business, and I was like really happy. Well, I always loved it. Like, it's not like sometimes when you hate a job, it can be even more motivational to get out because you hate it so much. But I loved my business as well. I was just ready for a change. And I think like the big like moment that made me like want to go here so bad was like a breakup. Like, so I feel sometimes like people like hate their jobs, like hate this, hate that, but like sometimes you almost need that hatred or like
that negative
discomfort
experience
in that like in that job or that college course or something to like motivate you to get out and do something with your life, you know what I mean? Because if we were comfortable all the time, we would just be like, oh, I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah.
You know?
So therefore, like, them experiences, as much as like as much as like they cause you pain and everything,
They're motivational
they're
as well.
motivational and like beneficial to push you to what you want to do you know? So then we just literally
So then we
got our flights in April.
Yeah,
a
we
visa.
got our flights. So first we got our visa sorted first. There's like a lot of companies that you can go through to get that. We booked our flights, and then we just like saved money obviously, and then came here, just like did it all. And like that's the thing, like it's just like setting your goals.
You just have to make the decision. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, make the decision, plan the steps and how you're going to get there, and then just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, just don't be like, because sometimes like paralysis by analysis, like we overanalyze situations so much, and then like we don't do anything because we're like, oh, there's too much to do.
To be honest, like 10 months into Bali, we're only doing it now because we're like, how are we going to do it?
And even if this one, like, it's just the first one, it could be us just absolutely chatting waffle,
It
but
probably is still now.
at least it's out there, and then we'll have more like structure for the next one and stuff,
exactly.
you know?
It's just about getting it out there, getting up and doing it, you know?
And like just showing that anybody can do it. Like anybody can start a podcast,
Yeah.
you know?
You don't need to go to the extremes of this actual stuff.
Yeah, we don't even know. We didn't know how to work the microphones. So we were just like, Becca, we're just going to go into the studio. But it's actually so cool. So here they have like studios that you can use for like podcast creation,
YouTube
video
videos.
creation, like just like say music studio and stuff. And it's like a co-working space. Like it's unreal.
But I feel like the best time to make this podcast is here in Bali because we're like living proof now. Like we've got to this part of it.
Yeah.
That you can do it as well. So anyway, yeah, we're just two normal girls living life in Bali. Like,
And people would text us and be like, oh my God, like I'm so jealous, like living the dream life. But we're like,
you can
yeah,
too.
gal, you can do it too.
Yeah,
like,
and there's actually so many Irish here now.
It's
when
so
we
good.
first came, I think I could count like 15 that I actually knew of, and like on the island now there's like, I swear,
There's
50
so
plus. Like we went to Gilly Tea last weekend, there was 30 Irish people like on the
Just
island,
in,
like, in
the
our
group.
And then I know there was other Irish people because I got talking to them during the week, and they were also in Gilly.
It was
so
insane.
It's crazy.
Like more and more people are doing it, which is
and
great.
I feel like Ireland is like a country where like we're only beginning to wake up now. Like a lot of like obviously closed mind just because like tradition and how everyone was brought up and stuff. So it's good to see like people are becoming more like woke, you know?
Yeah, open. And I feel like it's also the generation that we have grown up in. Like we have so much like positive impacts on like social media, like inspiring people, like books, like everything. Like
Exactly.
our parents weren't really exposed to that, but our mom was.
Yeah,
Still took it up, I guess, in a way. Like
I feel like we just had a bit of a head start because of our upbringing. Like, Dad was always like encouraging, supportive. Like, if you're like, Dad, I want to be an astronaut, he'd be like, yeah, you go do that. Just figure out a way how to do it. Like, do you know? He's always been like real supportive, like good advice, because he was like he's older, having us. Like, obviously, I think knowledge, and he said as well, and wisdom comes with experience. So he said, like, because he's been on this earth longer than probably most other parents as well.
Yeah, for our age.
For our age, yeah. He'd be, have loads of it, like, wisdom and experience, so he's able to pass that down to us. And then our mom was, like, when she was, like, 40s, maybe? Like, when we were young.
She had me when she was 40.
Yeah, when we were young, she got into, like...
holistic.
Yeah, spirituality, holistic, like, and then that's the way she kind of raised us. Without us even knowing, though, like, we would never be like,
we're so spiritual.
We're so spiritual.
No,
or, like,
never.
it's just our upbringing, it's just our way of life, you know? So, she's, like, does Reiki, reflexology.
We did a Reiki course, yeah.
Yeah, when we were, like, 6 and 8. She had us do
we didn't even know what it was.
A Reiki course. And learn how to do Reiki on our pets and ourselves, like.
Yeah.
Crystals, we always would have grown up with crystals, like in our pencil cases for exams.
Like, it's so funny because our dad is so opposite to that. Like, I mean, they complement each other. Like, our dad is
he's not like against it, but he doesn't really.
He's just like,
yeah, whatever.
Right, where's the science behind that?
Yeah, yeah, which is good, the yin and yang, you know. So Mom was always gonna bring us up like that, and like we're always like open to, you know, if you need to cry,
and
or,
it's like, oh, It's a bit paralyzing though sometimes.
And like, so she brought us up that way, and that's just at the time like. Well, at the time, I just thought that was life. Like, that's how you, like, grow up, whatever. And then the more I met people, especially now I'm this age, and the more I meet people and, like, I hear their backgrounds, like, a lot of people have, like, a lot of trauma, and, like, they didn't have an upbringing, like, and it's actually not as common to have, like, both your parents together, like, to be brought up with, like...
And, like, obviously every family has their own
story,
no, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, no way,
but, like... We were just like, I feel like...
I'm so grateful.
Well, obviously everyone feels like they're probably their parents or... Could be biased, like, my mom's best mom in the world, but my mom is the best mom in the world, okay?
Yeah, no, 100%.
We just had, like, a good upbringing as well, which obviously was really helpful. And, like, I feel like that gave us a head start in life. Sure. For, like... You know, we just...
It's really, like, encouraging.
I
mean, obviously you'd still have your mom being like, oh, but what if this happens?
Yeah,
you know, typical.
Yeah, she's still the one that's, like, you know, worries.
A little bit worrier, like.
Yeah, a little bit worrier. But you have to also realise that, like, that's her fear.
Do you know, I was sitting on the beach last night.
And not take on her fear.
I was sitting on the beach last night. Like, bearing in mind, there's, like, so many people on this beach. And I was on FaceTime to her, and she's like, no, God, Orna, you're not on your own, are you? Flip the camera, there's about 50 people walking by me.
It's Bali as well. It's super safe. The religion and the culture over here is, like, super
it's so beautiful.
Like, everyone's a really good person. Like, obviously you have your outliers, that's everywhere. But, like, they're just so friendly, like, so giving. Like, they'd have nothing, and if you were, like, short for petrol, like, they'd give you their last 10k, which is for your petrol, like, to go get one. Like, they're just such nice people. Like, their religion is so beautiful.
The offerings,
or, like,
every morning.
Like, every morning they have, like, every house has, like, a shrine outside of it, and, like, they go to the shrine and, like, give, like, crackers, like, food, flowers, blessed water, incense, pray, like, and just thank, like, gratitude. Yeah. They start every morning off with gratitude, and, like, I feel like that's something...
It's such a beautiful religion.
Yeah,
really
recently
is.
I've started to do that as well. Like, I feel like maybe we should just, like, take on more of their... culture and incorporate into our daily life, like, gratitude, love, offering more, like, you know, giving more, like, love. Yeah, they're just really good people here. You can learn a lot from them, and, like, they're so hardworking. Like,
oh my God, crazy. Like, they work on, like, Saturdays and Sundays as well. Yeah, there's no, like, bills, days off. No.
Like, even staff in, like, cafes and stuff, they do, like, mad hours.
You see the same, like, you could go to the same cafe every day, and the same staff member is there every day
for, like, the whole day.
I'm like, what? Like,
and like, they're just such good people. So nice.
Like, definitely. I mean, I haven't traveled loads. This is the furthest I've been so far, but it's noticeably,
just
like,
travel blogger in your bio.
Yeah, travel blogger, one country. No, they're literally the nicest. They're noticeably nice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they, like, go above and, like, at home, if, like, your manager told you to be extra friendly, like, I'm not getting paid enough for that. Like, for these people, like, these people just naturally come to them. So, like, they just go above and beyond, like, out of their own will. Like, they're just super, super beautiful people. Anyway, and what else we got going on? We have some stuff written on the whiteboard here, so we don't get sidetracked, which we have many a time already.
No, this whole thing has been sidetracked, to be fair.
This just coming natural.
It's just a flow. Like, we don't have any specific thing
if you're
to say.
still
It's just an intro.
If you're still tuned in,
thank you.
Good job. So we have 5 questions that we're just gonna answer. We've asked ourselves, and we're gonna answer them so you can get to know us
a little bit better.
Get to know me, tag. Get to know us a little bit better. So we are gonna say, first question is, what is your most important value?
Are we gonna do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Can we do that?
Or are we just gonna?
Nah, I think on this one, well, we won't know each other's answer, I feel like.
Yeah, we do know each other's answer. Yeah, so we know it's going to be freedom.
No, yeah. Let's say at the same time.
1, 2, 3. Freedom.
Yeah. My value, most important value, like, it just, like, underlies everything every choice I make in life, everything I do in life, is freedom. And I actually love it so much that I got it tattooed on me. It's a good conversation starter as well, that tattoo, because whenever anyone sees that tattoo, like, oh, freedom, and I'm like, yeah, and then we get into talks about it. It's like carrying a book around. If you want to get chatting to people, carry a book around. People are like, what book are you reading?
Yeah, like, that happens a lot here, actually. You could have a book on the table, and they'll be like, oh, what book is that? And you're like,
and then you get into conversation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my underlying, it's my most important value is freedom, because like I always want to be financially free. I was even in a relationship, like if I have a partner, which I'm single AF right now, but I want to have,
not a bad thing.
no, of course it's great. I want to like be in a relationship but still be free. Like I don't want to be like told what to do by anyone, told to wear. Like if I want to work for myself, so that's free. I want to be able to travel freely, like financially
and
free.
like free from, I'm the same with everything she's saying, free from like your own like
Limits.
negative like beliefs about yourself, like limiting beliefs, like just free from them, and like not be held back by them the whole time. That would probably be like, that's where it all stems from, I guess, isn't it?
Well,
like,
that's why I like, that's a lot of time why people don't do a lot of things. It's because themselves, like obviously they're scared of their parents or the teachers or
what
their boss,
society
like,
will say or whatever.
but like you're the one holding
yourself back, really.
Like
because you're like caring about, you're choosing to care about what they'll think of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
But
so
yeah, I'm the same
freedom,
with everything you said. Copy and paste.
Yeah, copy and paste. Here's my homework, but don't copy it exact word. Okay,
struggle
so
with
what
the
is
most.
The next question is, what do you struggle with the most?
Okay,
You can answer first.
definitely limiting beliefs, which I'm like, I mean, I feel like it's a journey, but I'm breaking through them as we speak. I feel like we're always gonna have them, but it's just like we said, to not be held back by them, and like they come up for a reason, and I feel like if you challenge them, you're led to a different place, and like you like are outside your comfort zone, and like it's so much better that way. But I've just like struggled with like confidence and stuff, like in my own abilities, really. So like that's something that I'm working with right now. It's a process, but
exactly. And like you said, what you need to work on will come up, and then you know, and like obviously everyone has limited beliefs. It wouldn't be like normal to go around every day. Well, it would be great
and
to
be
go
a
around
robot
every day and be like, I'm amazing, I can do everything, like that'd be brilliant. But like it's sometimes your mind can like, you know, doubt you, and then it's whether you take that doubt and like, you know, actually you're right, I can't do that, or like actually mind, thanks for the input but no thanks. Like
it's not true. Like every thought you have isn't true, and it's just like questioning that and being like, well, that's not true.
Yeah, John, if you saw a group of boys and they were chatting, you're like, oh my, they're definitely talking about me.
And they're probably talking about
like fucking football or something. And you're like, okay, well, is this true? Can I actually hear my name in that conversation? No. So then move on.
You're just automatic negative thoughts.
Yeah.
Your ants. What's yours?
My biggest struggle right now would be 1, 2, 3. I was counting on one hand. I'm joking. No, mine would probably be like caring about what others think.
More than what you think.
More than
really.
what I think of myself.
Yeah.
Like I will do things because I want someone else to like me. Like a people pleaser, I guess, as well. Rather than like, so say if people are like, let's go for dinner, and I actually really don't want to go. Like I'd love to anything more than just stay in and work. I'd read a book or go like watch YouTube, but like because I don't want them people think I'm boring, or like I don't want them to be annoyed at me for not going. Like I'll literally go, and like I'll still have a good time or whatever, but it's just like I do things to please others more than like to please myself, or like I'll put others before myself, and then I'll be the one to end up like unhappy, you know what I mean? And then like it's just more caring what the people think. Like I'll stress myself out by the way I look, or about going to the gym so much to lose weight because I don't want to be called, like I don't want to be seen as overweight, but like, and then I'll make myself super tired, and I, you know, like just like I care too much what people think. Obviously it's, we all care, we all look nice, but like I do it to like the detriment of myself nearly.
Yeah, but that's something like that's really coming up for you right now, and she's working
a lot right now,
on it,
and I'm trying to work on it more, and like I'll change. Like I feel like I'm not sometimes like not solid in myself to know who I am, and like I can change for a person. Like
you're morphed, not like
more like
morphed by your environment.
Yeah, I'm very adapted to my environment, which can be a good thing.
Yeah.
But like when you're with the wrong people, or like in the wrong place, or you don't know who you are, like it can. Which
is obviously common when you're growing up to like. Like you always tell me that analogy of like the jigsaw piece, do you know?
I'm 24 now. I'm grown up. I should know.
But the jigsaw piece, it's like you're constantly changing to like fit a certain way.
Yeah.
You know?
And I always talk about like red flags as a joke on my Instagram, like
that's a joke.
Man. Because like I'm like, you know, you can be like, I'm attracted to red flag personalities. It's just like, if your self-esteem and your standards are high and you know who you are, you won't accept that red flag behavior. And obviously, like, I'm accepting it, or like from people, like from friends, from males, from girls, like anything, like it's not just like in a romantic relationship, but like I'm accepting that because I don't fully have my boundaries set. I don't have my standards set for myself. Like, I don't know who I am, what I want to be, like, you know. So I need to get clear on like my
yourself.
My value is freedom, but like my values with myself, like my boundaries with people, my standards, like, and then I'll know that like my struggle won't be like people pleasing up. Like, I'm enough for me. I only care what I think about myself, as long as I'm not hurting anyone
like, you're
else.
enough as you are.
And then, you know,
you don't need all these external things to feel worthy.
Of course. But that's mine.
That was a good
I'm
one.
working on it though.
I feel like a lot of people can benefit from listening to that though, because I feel like it happens a lot.
Common. Like, and I'm working on it, and like it's even like painful, but it's coming up for a reason, because it needs to be worked on. Like, this is what's like holding me back in life so far. Like, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get through it. And I'll be able to give
for the journey.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be able to give more advice on it when I've went through it myself. It's like coaching. Like, I can give advice on
something you've been through.
Now that I've done it, and you know.
And you understand everything more.
Or bikinis.
Okay, so funniest childhood memories.
I have like a lot of not very funny ones. Well, they're all like, I feel like they're all gonna have to be like, you have to be there moments.
Yeah, they're not gonna be funny to anybody else.
But like, I have like a lot of good childhood memories, like amazing childhood memories.
Yeah, really. Like that, looking back, we used to go on holidays like every year to like Italy and France with a camper van, and like drive through it. And like at the time, as we started to get a bit older, we were like, oh, fuck this, like we don't want to be here. Like,
I want to be in a villa in Spain.
Yeah, we were like,
get a plane.
Went home early from one of our holidays because we were so ungrateful.
We were so spoiled,
like,
so ungrateful. Like,
I think I was like 13 at the time. I wasn't even.
I had a boyfriend as well.
Yeah.
When I was like 15, I was like, I want to go home to my boyfriend. I was pissed because like I had to pay for the Wi-Fi on the campsite. Like,
to check your like 13 Facebook friend requests.
Yeah, we basically just had like a camper van, like an RV. Is my dad's dream, and we had one. We used to get the boat from like Wexford to France, and then drive all the way through France to Italy, and like, you know, have these amazing camping trips, go to these amazing like campsites that had like water parks in them, like
night shows every night.
Yeah, like kids entertainment. We had like bikes, used to cycle around, like see loads of stuff on the way, like amazing weather, like cooking at home, going out for food. Like, we had these amazing holidays, and like, yeah, I can't believe that we were like, now when I look back and I'm like, wow, that was such a
it's such a different kind of
and such a different holiday. And
I guess.
At the time I was like, I want to be like everyone else. I want to go to Spain. I want to get like, not that that's an issue, but like we just
didn't really appreciate it.
Yeah, but that was amazing childhood memory.
Yeah.
Fun, but like funny ones. Obviously, we had funny ones.
We just had a miserable childhood.
No,
with this, I feel like they just have to be their moments, I guess. So nobody else is gonna find them funny. Okay, who's your idol and why? Okay, I know mine.
You go first, because I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit.
I think I know yours from what you were saying a few minutes ago. My idol is my auntie. Her name's Mag. Well, it's actually,
shout out to you, Mag.
Yeah. She has been through a lot in her life. Like, she lost her child when her child was 16, and she lost her husband
both to
2 years later, both to cancer. And like, she still finds the strength every day to like get up, and obviously like she has her hard days and everything, but she still continues on, and like
to be happy.
Honestly inspires me so much, because it puts my life into perspective then, and I'm like, right, like if she can still go on, and like if I feel shit one day, I'm like, so can I, and like that just gives me strength to keep going, and it just
like I'd be like upset over like shitty text message off someone, or like and I'd be like bawl and cry over that, like
over getting the scene or something.
Sorry, I don't get this.
It's not even like your situation,
not that like hers, like I'm not, it's invalid because she's had it worse than me, but like it just like puts things into perspective, you know what I mean? Like, if she can do that, like lose all that and keep going and wake up and still message me and ask me, am I okay?
And like, she's so into like,
you know,
personal development, but just naturally as well. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just so nice to see, and she's just an inspiration, and always will be. And like, and she's still always concerned about how everyone else is. Like, are you okay? Like,
It's like, are you okay?
She's just an amazing human being, really, and that's why she's my idol.
Superwoman.
So yeah.
And then my idol would be
Kim Kardashian.
Kim K.
Work. No, I'm joking.
No, my idol would probably be like
Superman.
No. I have a lot of people that inspire me for different reasons.
Yeah.
But like right now, this moment in time, I feel like my idol is my dad.
Yeah. He's cute.
Because like I just sent him this text message this morning, like I was journaling this morning. I was writing about like my gratitude list, and I was like, I'm gonna start crying or something now.
Oh my god, already. First episode in, we're crying.
I was writing about like, I'm grateful for my dad, because like he's not like a dad who like tells you what to do, or like he always just like has like advice. He doesn't like tell me what to do. He just, advises me without like it being pushy. Mm-hmm. And like I just was saying to him, like, if anything's like, if I don't feel good like right now, or anything's wrong in my life, not that there's always something wrong, but if there is, like, it's just like I talk to my dad and like it doesn't feel like it's wrong anymore. Like it doesn't feel like it's a situation. It's like it's not even like he puts things into perspective, because he doesn't even say anything about it. It's just like he reminds me of like, I don't know, like, does he give me like, when I speak to him, it's like
maybe
like,
you just like,
it makes everything feel okay. It's like speaking to him is like a hug, that everything's gonna be okay, because obviously I can't hug him now because he's like far away, but yeah, he's just like comfort for me.
Yeah, he's just so smart and like so wise as well. It's ridiculous.
Like, and things he says, I'm like, yeah, whatever, dad, and then it's right in the end.
Yeah,
or
he's always
like,
right.
Yeah, and I just like,
not to boost his ego or anything, but
he is always right.
Yeah,
but like that, he has like a lot of experience. But yeah, he's just like my idol, because like as well, I forgot like everything that he's been through. Like, like in his
he's nearly seen World War II.
All his years of life.
I'm joking.
Like he's still like come out like a good person, and like he's just happy to have like a simple life. Like he doesn't want much. Like he's just happy to sit at home,
get up in the morning and read his book.
Yeah,
watch
he's habitual.
telly,
like get up,
go
read
and
his
walk.
book, watch his like go on his computer,
To
listen to the radio. Yeah, he's just like my idol, because
it's cute.
He just like radiates for me like love, and like I don't know if this
just
makes
pure
sense.
love,
Just
really.
pure love, like unconditional love, and I can feel that, and like yeah, he just makes me feel like I'm gonna be okay, like if anything ever happens.
Yeah.
That's so yeah.
Really cute.
Shout out to you, Dad, if that makes sense that you're my idol. You are.
Goal for
what
this
is
year.
your goal for this year?
I don't have any.
To be a boss ass bitch. No.
To just continue, really, for me, is just to break through like my own limits, and also to start this podcast was one of my goals. So tick
tick tick
tick boom.
Yeah, my goal is like just to continue like personal development, like, and then to use my learnings to help other people. You know what I mean? Because like I'm 24 and I'm doing this now, but there's some people that got to like 28, 30, 35 that still I haven't seen it, like still haven't worked through some stuff that like holding them back, or like, there could be girls that are like listening or watching or follow us that are like 19, and they like, if they could get inspired now, that'll be so good for them as they grow and stuff. You know what I mean? So like just to, I guess, like use what I'm learning and what I've learned, and
to motivate people,
to motivate and inspire
even if
people,
it's only one or two,
yeah, even if it's like, I don't know,
that's what we want to do.
Zoe Taylor, like even if it's you, or Orna's friend Zoe, like any of my friends,
any of them. Mom,
yeah,
out here,
like inspire people to just break through, and like, yeah, personal development. It's not even about like making money or like status, or like, because I feel like those things don't satisfy your purpose or give you like, make you feel like you have true. At the end of it, like
you search for all this external shit only to realize, but I mean, some people do need that, to realize that it's like what you want is actually maybe to be happy, like internally, to accept a certain part of yourself, like to break through something that's holding you back. It's not like the car mightn't give you the happiness that you are searching for, basically.
Yeah, but people think it's external things. So they keep shopping for cars, they keep shopping for clothes, or need this guy's approval and stuff, but really like it's within you.
It all starts with you and your tattoo.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I got a tattoo
my
that
God.
said it all starts with you.
So true.
And like that's what I mean, like any relationship that you have with anyone else, it's you teach that person how to love you, or
how
like
to treat you.
that relationship, like the relationship that you have with yourself is like gonna affect all the rest of the relationships you have with everyone else. So if you don't value yourself, and like someone treats you like shit, you're gonna accept that because you don't value yourself, or like
it sets the foundation for every other.
Sets the foundation for everything, yeah. Or like if you want to start like a podcast, or you want to start a big business, like you have to come up with the idea, like you have to take the first step, like people can't hold your hand, so everything like.
And sometimes we sit back. I feel like I've done it in the past, like, and almost waited for someone to like take me out of shit, or to take me out, because I'm too scared to do it myself. But you just have to take that step, and do it.
Like that's that's our goal. It's like to inspire people,
help others.
Like
motivate
I feel like
people.
I want like more purpose in my life, and I feel like my purpose is helping other people.
Yeah,
or like
definitely.
It's always nice just being like of service to other people.
In whatever way. Yeah.
Because even when people like work in a supermarket, like when they're helping the people, like that's their purpose. You're a service. That makes them feel good. Like when you buy someone a gift, you like it makes you feel good because you've like
it's obviously nice getting presents, but
I feel people prefer giving them.
It always lasts longer. The feeling that you feel always lasts longer when you give.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. And then every time you see that person using that present, like you get joy out of it. So like I feel like we all just want to give to each other. So like and there's never can be enough giving in the world, because like, you know, we're all like our unique self. We're all like different people, so we all have something to give. To, like, you gotta have something unique to give, and like as cliche as that sounds, like it's so true. Yeah, so exactly, because like you'd be better at like other things than I am. And like together we're stronger. Together we're better. Yeah. But so yeah, if that makes sense, like we all have something unique to give to the world and to give to each other, and you know, like there's PTs out there who make people feel good by helping them believe in themselves that they can lose weight. There's people like that, and people in supermarkets that like, you know, help you do your shopping, or whatever sales assistants that hype you up in the changing room. Like you all have something to give. Like even if you think like your job is pointless, it's not. You're still learning something from it, or whatever it is that you're doing. But yeah, that was the last question. Yeah, and I think we've rambled. We're gonna wrap this up here. Yeah, 40 minutes. Just in time. Yeah. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed the first episode. I think the setup is nice as well. Yeah, it's really bright in here. I like it. And you can watch it on YouTube if. Let's start a YouTube channel, guys. Well, we're gonna have to upload it somewhere. We used to upload videos on our Instagram. We've neglected our Instagram page. Oh yeah, maybe we should plug the Instagram. I think we're gonna use our Instagram page for the podcast. Our joint Instagram is Serotonin Sisters. It'll probably be for the podcast and stuff. Yeah, this is where we're gonna like upload. Like, it'll be a hub for like us together. Obviously, we all will have our separate Instagrams. Yeah. They'll also be on the Serotonin Sisters page, but we're gonna try like. Just like, you know, Bali living right now is all like will be on our Serotonin Sisters. There's like highlights and stuff there. Obviously, you can ask questions if you want to know how to get here, or any other questions you have. Like, you know, we're not claiming to be life coaches, but no, we can just, you know, if you need advice and stuff, we can do our best. Answer it. Yeah. And then we'll try. Do podcasts like on topics if people ask them, or I'd have obviously like to have guests eventually to get like 100% perspective and stuff like that. Yeah. But that's the goal, which is one of this year's goals. So we'll see how it goes. We're gonna like upload more on that page. Yeah. Now that we've said we're gonna hold ourselves accountable. It's accountability. Yeah. But yes. So thanks for listening. If you had got this far. Yeah. That was fun. It actually turned out well. I was a bit nervous because I wasn't really feeling like in my highest self. Yeah. No. A few tears before we started this podcast. But I'm glad I did it. And I feel like every episode and stuff will get better. Yeah. But yeah. Thanks for listening. You need to cut it off like that. And we'll see you in the next one. Okay.